Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. It's your host, Jeremiah Jennings here, and I'm excited to come to you from the John Deere booth at the Equip Expo 2025 for yet another show talking about some awesome features that John Deere is bringing you. I'm going to go ahead and preface this and say this is not a John Deere pitch by any stretch. This is talking about things that we use in our business and things that you should be using in yours. We're going to learn a lot today. We were literally talking just before we hit record about how there's things that I don't even know about. I've used the product since 2017. So we're going to educate you on some of that stuff. We're going to talk through Op Center. We have Amanda Andrick here, go-to-market manager of technology here with John Deere. I'm excited to have you on the show. Thank you for spending some time with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, I'm pumped. The future's bright, right, in the industry. The show here is always buzzing. It's always big and popular. How many years have you come to this show?
This is my third year.
Third year, okay. Yeah. So fairly new, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been here a few times, but fairly new. So grown a lot the past 5-6 years. The show's gotten a lot bigger the last 4 or 5 years. Tons of things changing, tons of things growing. I was actually having a conversation earlier with Alex and Luke, and, you know, Alex asked me a really good question. He said, what is one thing that we could do as a brand to continue to keep your loyalty as a customer? I said, it was a pretty easy answer. Keep tech coming. Like, stay up to date with tech and be on the front end of and leading edge of tech. And this is what we're going to get into today. Yeah. Like some of this technology that we're incorporating into machines now for free for users, right, that use the product. It's crazy, the value. So I'm excited to get into it. But before we get into that, talk to me about yourself. Tell me about your history with Deere and kind of how you got into your role you're in today and maybe like your purpose behind it.
Yeah, so I've been grew up in Northern Illinois and then have been with Deere for about 12 years.
Yeah.
So a lot of my career has been in different parts of Deere, but spent a lot of time in our product support side of the business. So thinking of the repair, diagnostics, and improving the product of our equipment. Mm-hmm. So in different areas of the business, but have just recently came in the last, I guess, 3 years or so. This is my third Equip into our landscaping part of the business, into our small ag and turf, and focusing on our technology stack as part of that. So I get to talk to our customers and our dealers about our technology in our small ag and turf products, and one of those being the landscape contractor industry. So really being able to communicate the value of what we have to offer from Operations Center and Equipment Mobile, and our technology integrated into equipment each day. So I have a ton of fun doing it all the time.
That's amazing. Yeah. What is like the best part of your job?
I think this is why I think especially about Equip is being able to help customers understand that we have a technology tool that they didn't even know. And I think that's the best part is seeing the expressions on their faces when they see that. And you know, one of the values is it's for John Deere has been around for many years in our large ag and construction and forestry part of the business, but bringing it into this business and seeing customers get excited about it is super fun.
Well, we're going to dive straight in. We're going to dive straight into Op Center and Equipment Mobile that we have today, talking some tech. You know, we did a show, I don't know when this is going to air in relation to that, but you're going to hear, this is a part of a series that we're doing, a long format series on this equipment, the things that's happening, what's going on in the Deere mowers today. And I just want to like really hit on how tech is becoming integrated into these mowers, right? When we were talking to Chase too earlier, with talking about the Q800 and the thing in the series, the big diesel has come out now, the 100-inch deck. The technology in that is just crazy, right? It's all new, it's all coming, it's all growing, and I'm excited to get into how we do incorporate that down into a quick track, right? How do we do get that down into small mowers that the average landscape contractor is going to be using day to day. So talk to me about Operations Center, like John Deere Operations Center. Let's get into that first, because I think I want to know more about Equipment Mobile for sure, but I want to hit Ops Center because this is something that, again, until last year I had no clue about. Right? So, like, what is Ops Center from a high level? And then stay tuned, guys, for a video. We're going to go deeper with screen presentation, like in front of you, walking through what Ops Center actually is. So watch the YouTube channel if you want to see that and see, like, how it actually plays out. But from here, high level, what is Ops Center? How do you use it? How do you even get it? Like, literally, what is it?
Yeah, so, John Deere Operations Center is a fleet management tool, probably is the best way to describe it at a high level. And it's a way for customers to see information about their equipment. So it's an equipment-driven tool today based upon getting that information from the piece of equipment into a tool which you can either see, analyze, or use that data. So that all starts with the machine, right? As you said, the Q800, it all starts with what we call a modem, which is installed on the piece of equipment. And that is essentially, I kind of call it the cell phone, right, that takes the data from the piece of equipment and takes it into the cloud, which then is presented in John Deere Operations Center. And so John Deere Operations Center is a free tool to customers, access through their John Deere account that they can create and add their equipment to. And this really gives them ability to see kind of some major information that comes through those pieces of equipment. So including the machine location. What is that machine doing at the time? Is it running? Is it idle? Is it in transport? What has it done over the past, right? So being able to say, what did it do over the last year, the last week, the last month as part of that. So really understanding what's happening in the real time, but then also back over time with a machine analyzer. So being able to understand what machines get what hours every week, or is there certain machines that are much more efficient and being used more to see the advantage than another, right? So being able to see that information on an ongoing basis. And then the other main piece of information is the maintenance side. So being able to add a factory maintenance plan or a custom maintenance plan, depending on the preference of the customer, but being able to then track that not only when the maintenance needs to be done based upon the hours on the machine, which is reported through that modem, or it can be used as a tracking tool. So I did my 50-hour maintenance today, for example, and being able to, track what that was, maybe take photos, how long did it take, to be able to track that, not just getting done, but, from the future backward. And then also we have our service overview, which is a great opportunity to see kind of across the board everything about your piece of your equipment. So whether that's the warranty status, any diagnostic trouble codes, any product improvement programs, how many hours are on it, easy access to ordering parts, all is in that overview. So Operations Center is a great digital tool that allows you to do a lot of different things based upon what you want. There's also a companion mobile app, so Operations Center Mobile, which is ability to really see a lot of the data on the go. So thinking machine location, efficiency, where is it at, being able to even do turn-by-turn directions through Google Maps straight to the machine. Maybe if you have to go figure out where it's at, having to figure out, saying, where are you at? I can just go, straight to you with a turn-by-turn instructions. So it all starts with the machine, the piece of equipment being connected to get that information, reporting near real time to the cloud.
Man, there's lots to unpack there. A lot to unpack. I think the maintenance side is where we can talk first, right? Like, maintenance side is huge. Being able to have that data, and I think we do go there. And why don't you go ahead? We'll lay it out there for everybody. We'll just lay it all out there. Let's talk Equipment Mobile, right? And then we'll talk maintenance, because I think we can. Talking to a lot of our audience out there, this Equipment Mobile may be, and this is new to me, guys. 5 minutes ago, I found something new out, right? So, talk to us about Equipment Mobile. How can this maybe be it can be a substitution for Op Center, right? For maybe a guy who has 1, 2, 3 mowers.
Absolutely.
What does that look like?
Yeah, so Equipment Mobile is our other app that we have in the John Deere suite. So Equipment Mobile is really a way to get machine-based information, so how to set up, operate, use, and maintain your piece of equipment. And so it's an app, free app that you can have. And really, Equipment Mobile, whether the machine is connected like we just talked about with that modem or it's not, being able to find basic information about that piece of equipment. So being able to look at operator's manual and asking AI to help you answer those questions in the operator's manual,
That's
not even
crazy.
just having to look through the piece of paper, or the book digitally, but also being able to ask it, how much engine oil do I need to do this service interval, right? And it comes up with the answer from the operator's manual, to buying and figuring out what part you need, looking at parts diagrams, and then the ability to order it through shop.deere.com if you find what you need as part of that, to just being able to see the maintenance plan. So those same maintenance plans that I mentioned in Operations Center are viewable through Equipment Mobile also. But the best part is all foundational by one John Deere account. So once you have one John Deere account and your equipment loaded into that account, both that same information can be accessed in Operations Center and Equipment Mobile. So it's all one login, and they both play a valuable part to customers.
Yeah. So you can pick and choose which one you want to use there, whether it's Equipment Mobile, Op Center, whatever. The maintenance aspect of this is so big. It's so key. Like, you can track hours. You can log maintenance in here, correct? Like, you
Absolutely.
can. And can you? I'm speaking out of term. Can you set like maintenance reminders in there to get notified?
Yep. So it'll give you a notification when you're getting close to your maintenance interval. It will even remind you if you've gone past your interval. So in Operations Center, you have the ability to see, and even in Equipment Mobile, you go, green, yellow, red when you've got past right? So you're going past where you're supposed to be. So that's only just the reminders, but then the tracking of actually getting it completed and knowing that, I've done the 100-hour maintenance for this machine. I'm good to go until the next interval.
Talking through the actual run, like the tracking of the mowers, right?
Yeah.
Theft, my goodness. And the modems on these are not really obvious. Like, they kind of blend into the frame. They're not like, oh, hey, take me off, I'm tracking this unit, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're not looking for it, you're not going to know it's there. Have you personally heard any stories of theft recovery, anything like that yet in your time?
Yeah, absolutely. And I didn't mention that at the beginning, but geofencing is one option with inside of Operations Center with these connected machines, where you have the ability to set an area that you say, hey, if this machine leaves this area, tell me about it, right?
Yeah.
Give me a notification. Or even also curfew. So if there's a certain time of day that machine would leave an area, tell me about it. And so, I've heard customers, have been able to tell us that able to recover a piece of equipment, right?
Wow.
Knowing that it left and being able to see where it turned back on again, right? And being able to locate that, or even being able to know where their piece of equipment was. If they were, we had a customer that gave us in their story that they had broke a customer told them they had broke a window at their location, and they were able to go back, and they weren't even at that customer's property that day.
Wow.
And they were able to use that location data to help work with that customer through that situation. And so I think that's the data's there no matter what, but you can do proactive notifications through geofencing and curfews, right? Of, I don't want it to leave past 5 p.m. or something like that, right? So there's the proactive side of it, but that data is also there from a history perspective. Yeah,
that's huge. Like, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong here too, I'm going on a limb, you can track PTO engagement, right? Yeah. So you know how long the mower's running versus how long it's actually being used. So if guys are not mowers idle too long, things like that.
Absolutely.
That's so key, man. This data is so good.
And I think the cool part is more and more of our pieces of equipment are now enabled with this. So we started, our compact construction equipment and our commercial mowing equipment are connected, but even starting here this year, our Gator utility vehicles can be connected. So we think about the entire fleet, and we think about all of our equipment here today at Equip Expo. All of these machines can be connected with that modem and having that data sent to Operations Center.
Yeah, man, that's so cool. So you have this Op Center paired with Equipment Mobile. Equipment Mobile is serial number based. Is that how that? Am I picking up on that?
Yep. So you add in your piece of equipment just like you would into Operations Center. It's actually one list.
Yeah.
And then based upon that, you can then find that information machine by machine. So maybe it's your quick track that you have pulled up. You can name them too.
Yeah.
So they can,
truck one.
Yeah, exactly.
Mower one or something like that.
However you would like, it makes most sense to you. And then that is machine by machine. You can see that information that's specific to that serial number, and so that's part-specific catalogs to know, what maintenance part or repair part is needed to that specific operator's manual for that piece of equipment. Yeah,
that's so cool. It's fantastic, and I mean, you literally once you have a modem, and the new units now, like post 2025, I would say, maybe post 2024, they have the wiring harnesses on the units, right? You literally just have to buy the modem and put them in it, I believe.
Yep, we're making it easier across most of our products, right? We're in that evolution of bringing those there, but no matter what, you have the ability to get what you need along with the modem to make that machine connected.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's so cool. And so we've used Op Center a little bit. We haven't fully utilized it, but I'm excited. Like going into 26, I want to really, when we start mowing in the spring, like I really want to have this stuff dialed in to be able to look and see, it's just so key. Like, you start talking about, we're all about like growing the business, right? Making the business actually profitable, not just going out and mowing grass. And if I look at this machine and I say, okay, our guys work 10 hours today. Well, we had 4 hours on a machine. Like, what were we doing for the other 6 hours? Like having that data to look at, because I can track man hours through my software.
Yeah.
But if I don't track my actual runtime of the machine, like how am I supposed to know how efficient I'm being, right?
Yeah.
So there's very good options there, I believe, as well. What are we missing? What are we missing that I haven't hit on?
Yeah, the other thing, and you when you're talking about being able to go back and look at that utilization, not only is there the way to proactively go into John Deere Operations Center, right, and look at that information, but we also have a reporting capability to where you can set up reports based upon if you want a maintenance report or a utilization report that you can have sent to you on the cadence of your choice. So maybe you want to start off each morning, like you mentioned, at 8 a.m. with a report of what happened the day before.
Really?
That can automatically get sent to you, so you don't even have to think about, proactively going into Operations Center. Those reports are something that you can craft and build to meet what meets your needs. So
that's
cool.
kind
of a cool way too, is you don't even have to always have.
You don't have to remember it. Yeah,
it could just send you a reminder. Send you that information. Based upon what best works for you.
Man, that's so cool. Well, before we wrap up, and again, we can only talk so much, right? I feel like this is one of those things that is very visual. Yeah. When you see Op Center work and you see Equipment Mobile work, that's where you're gonna be like, oh wow, this like actually works. So go watch our YouTube video on that. Like, it's gonna be very in depth and a good walkthrough of, hey, this is how this stuff actually works. But before we wrap this podcast up, what's your favorite part about working at John Deere, like as a whole?
Yeah, my favorite part is, I will say kind of two different things maybe. The first is the people. I think of all of the roles that I've had over my career and the people that I work with today, or they always say what gets you up in the morning and gets you excited to come to do what you do every day. And a lot of it is the people that I work with each and every day. And then the second thing is seeing our technology, specifically in the space that I'm in, our technology help a customer improve their business, right? Or help them see something differently than they've ever seen before. And I think that's super exciting when I talk to customers, especially in areas where maybe our technology that has been around. So John Deere Operations Center has been around since 2012. It started
oh my goodness, that's crazy.
On our agriculture side of the business, and then construction and forestry.
Yeah.
And so, that 10 plus years of foundation and bringing this into segments where it's a newer technology, right, with our equipment. So I have tons of fun doing that each and every day. But and Equipment Mobile's been around for about 5 years. So both are tools that are a great part of our technology stack at John Deere, and are free for customers to use and download. So definitely take a look at that. And again, it's one account. That's the cool part, right? Too, right? Is it's not two different accounts. Is once you make one account, all your equipment's in one place, is in there, and you can look at different tools to see different information.
So once you put your equipment in Op Center, it's automatically in Equipment Mobile as well. You don't have to enter it twice.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Or you can, or vice versa. Either way. Yeah. Absolutely.
So what is the kind of the selling point, or what? Not selling point's free, but why would you say maybe sometimes people would use Equipment Mobile for a smaller fleet? Like, what's the benefit of that? Is it just not having to buy the modem to track it? Like, what's the benefit there?
I think the main thing is, when you think of a smaller fleet, when you're typically around your piece of equipment or near your equipment all the time, is it's really, instead of needing the fleet management perspective, an Operations Center does a great job of, as we talked about with the machine location and being able to see where's my machine at? Is it going somewhere else? Where Equipment Mobile is a great tool for those customers that might not connect their machines, or their machine might not be connected, but they're with it, but they need to.
They're not worried about where it's at.
Working that it's working the way it should be, it's maintained the way they want it to be, and they can answer questions about how to use it, how to set it up.
Yeah.
Maybe a new attachment that they can, get for that piece of equipment, all in the palm of their hand.
Could you see inside of it, so like with the owner's manual and that Equipment Mobile, like I see a couple things out here, like there's headlights on here and little additional attachments and things. Is that stuff visible inside those apps? Like, can you see that stuff, or is that more of like go to the shop online to find that stuff?
Yeah, so shop.deere.com is all integrated into both Operations Center and Equipment Mobile. So being able just to see it all inside of there.
You can see it inside there.
Yep, so shop.deere.com is integrated into both of our digital tools, so easy access through that. So knowing exactly what you need for the machine that you have and being able to take a look to see what best meets your needs.
That's fantastic. That's so cool. Well, Amanda, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for walking us through this. You may not know it yet, but I'm going to snag you for a video on this. I'm excited to dive in and get the visual of this, because that is where really like seeing is believing type thing. When you see this stuff, you're like, whoa, there's like tangible mowers out there mowing right now. You're going to be able to see that. So I'm excited for that. Excited to dive into it. Are you on LinkedIn? Maybe if somebody wanted to connect with you, like learn more about Off Center, would that be okay?
Yep, I am out there.
Okay. Yeah. So how do you spell your last name in case somebody wanted to look you up on LinkedIn?
Yep, it's ANDRUCH.
Awesome. Well, fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. Guys, I thank you for listening and tuning in. Stay tuned. We're gonna hop into a part 2 of this, and we're gonna talk to Cameron with John Deere, talking about JDF and what financing can do for you. This is another one of those things that, like, huge feature of John Deere that brings starting guys out early, young in business. That's how I got started, and I'm excited. It really pairs well with this Op Center technology, because it's like, how can we get guys in here? How can we train them, the young guys that know tech, right? They bring tech in like this with the Op Center and things. How can we get them into the system and actually grow alongside their brand and be good partners as they grow? So I'm excited to talk to Cameron. Y'all stay tuned for that. We're going to hop right over into it in just a second, but we will catch you here in just a minute. Thanks, Amanda.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.